everyone, welcome for this new and very exciting weekly community show. It is very exciting because we do have a new patch coming in just right after this show, and you can already see a very nice sneak peek of the new zone that we're going to reveal today with this improved slideshow showing up some of the scenery of this new zone. Highland Hills, which is a zone for level 20, 25 and level 40, 45. So two level range of player will be able to adventure in that zone for a little bit of variety. It's a very exciting moment as well because Embers Adrift is changing its monetization plan, and now you can play without a subscription or with a subscription if you want to beneficiate from the very nice perks or to support the studio, or do both at once. But if you do not have much time to play the game, or if your finance a little bit tight, you can still continue to play with your friend. You can still get in the game and play with one character that you will be choosing or that you will be creating if it's the first time you're playing. So we really do hope to welcome many returning player and many new player. We hope that this business model change will entice some people to dare to try Embers Adrift and see what we have creating. Embers Adrift is certainly a different game that is maybe not for every player, but I'm pretty sure many of you that are not playing regularly old school game, you may enjoy this very different experience. You just need to remind yourself that it's not like a modern MMORPG. It's different. It's all about the journey, and it's all about making friends on the way. That's what Embers Adrift is all about. You can summarize it very simply. That's the essence, the core of the game, and the reason why we have created it. Here you can see some vista of the zone that will be available to you for playing in just about 2 hours from now, so that's pretty exciting too. So Highland Hills, which is a brand new zone for level 20 plus and level 40 plus, so there's plenty of content for you to do. There's not yet dungeons and there's not yet quest. That will come up step by step as usual, but now you have a new zone to explore, find new rare mobs, new rare loots, all that kind of fancy stuff, and you will be able to have some exciting stories afterwards in the months to come. So Yanai saying, no subscription necessary will be a great change. I hope it will bring a lot of new people. Yes, and a lot of returning player too, because one of the reasons we wanted to create this change was also to allow players that, you know, are busy with life, etc., but they still would like to test out the new content. So we hope that those people will say, oh, okay, there's a new patch, let's get back into the game, and then maybe they will get enamored with the game again, or they are playing with their friend and they're having a lot of fun, and then they will decide, okay, well, this month I play a lot, so I'm going to subscribe to beneficiate from the perks or to support the studio. So we really do hope that by opening the gate, so to speak, for new players and returning player, we will be able to convince you that your subscription is worth it. It's our only way of monetizing the game. We're not doing a cash up, we're not doing microtransaction. So we do really appreciate every person that deemed the game worthy of their subscription. And so we're really, doing that, trying to make the game worthy of your monthly subscription. But if you don't have the time, if you're a little bit tight in money, or for a reason or another you don't want to subscribe, you can still continue to play the game. Of course, the experience is going to be limited to one character, but you have access to the whole game, so you select carefully the character with whom you're going to play for that month, and then it's fine. Nolji saying, so busy with life, I want a more gaming life. Oh, I understand that. Marbone is saying, the big tree monster remind me of Groot from Guardian of the Galaxy. Yeah, it does have a little bit of that. But yes, we do have a new creator, and that's the one. And the one you can see there, that's the new creator you have not seen yet. It's the new creator we're introducing into the game today. So hope that you're excited to find them. There's quite some lore surrounded those creatures. So we are not doing things by chance. There's always a good reason for them to exist when we bring something. And so I'm quite excited for you to discover the stories of those creatures. It's not going to be this month, because this month we don't have the quest yet for this zone, but it's coming. Also, did anyone notice that Nautilus was in the trailer? Nautilus, when he reached level 50? Rantonga is asking, can you remind us how to access this new zone? There will be 2 entrances. One entrance for the level 20 is in Meadowland, and the other entrance is in Retro Forest. That will be for the level 40. So if you are a level 20, I don't suggest you to enter Highland Hills through Retro Forest, but I don't suggest you to go in Retro Forest either. And welcome to everyone. Very happy to see so many of you around here. So we are going, look like the new tree mobs got some cool dance move. Yeah, they have very nice animation. And they are shining in the dark. They are full of ember power, shining into the dark. Someone earlier in the global chat was asking, do we have mythical creature? So mythical per se, we don't, because the universe we have created with the lore of Embers Adrift is more grounded. But do we have out of place creature or unnatural creature? Yes, certainly. They are there, they are present in the first zone as well. If you pay attention, I think the doe and the elk in that area, even if they are doe and elk, they are a little bit weird and out of place. If you are looking to our rabbit, are they really rabbits? No, they are called quillback for a reason. But as you are progressing through the game and through the zone, more and more unnatural creatures are being revealed to you. Why are they like that? What did happen to them? I think it's not a spoiler to assume that it's the effect of the ember that have metamorphosed them, as ember is parkouring the world, changing the flora and changing the fauna. So Gulo Gulo, I know there is no new dungeon, but is there an ember vein? Not for now. So for now you really just have the new zone and everything you can find in the new zone. It has been a lot of work. We had to work a lot on the new monetization, and Adric is the one who takes care and the ember vein and the population of the new zone, so really only had the time for one. Alright, so let's be speaking about the patch note now. Alright, let's do that. So I'm going to read you the patch note. We had the chance to read in detail some QA notes last week, so it might be a repetition for some of you, but those of you that have not been watching last week's episode, or for whatever reason you have not paid attention, this is a good reminder for you. There we go. Gen 27, what's new? What's new? A lot of things. Let's see what Undone have been saying. This month's patch included all of the tech required to allow us to migrate to a buy-to-play model. Anyone who has previously purchased the game can hop in and give it another go without a monetary commitment. This patch also opened up a new overland zone, some interface improvement, and the usual bug fixes. Alright. So let's read the bug fixes and improvements. Let's start with the tech. Fixed, now we can prevent target change via left-click when the mouse is hidden while holding right-click. Fixed, we now prevent the camera from zooming when the application is not focused. Fixed, prevent the player from zoning when at 0 health. This previously could happen if you were knocked unconscious while attempting to zone. Fix, an exception that could be thrown when a player's zone logged off while someone had a context menu open for them. Added sheet weapon after combat toggle to the gameplay option. This will automatically sheet your weapon when the combat sword drop off your nameplate. It is a feature that has been asked and requested by a few of you, so I do hope that you will enjoy this change. Windows client now include PDB files for better crash log reporting. This adds a tiny bit the download but should help us diagnose crashes more easily. And we had a few players that had some crashes lately. This include furballs. So now that should be helpful and we might help you to fix your problem faster thanks to this little change. Environment art. Fixed stuck spot in New Haven City in Forgotten Depth. Fixed masked out lower body for lay of the hand animation. Adjust LOD on a number of environmental props. And dry foot environmental updates. Alright, the audio. Added footstep audio clips for sand, leaves, mud and gravel. Oh, that's going to be so cool. That's really nice. I'm very excited about that change. I'm going to test it intensively. Interface. Fix an issue with item looted message when the window was closed immediately after looting. Rename leave combat after looting toggle to sheet weapon after looting. Fixed augment to specify head or cuirass instead of head or chest. Move duel on player context menu to the bottom of the list. Social and group notification now allow you to right-click on the player name from a context menu. And crafting window. Window name now reflect the current state, no station, at a portable station. Added a hide uncraftable toggle to the crafting window. This will hide any recipe that cannot currently be crafted. Very helpful at the portable crafting station. So a little word regarding that one. When you are at the portable crafting station, you obviously only have access to what is in your bag. May it be your craft bag with, all of you gathering resource and raw material, or when it is in your bag itself. So if everything is in your bank or in your stash, you will not have anything that you can craft in the field, right? So that's something to keep in mind. If you want to be able to craft item at the portable crafting station, you will need those material on yourself. Design. Fixed Rosefield Hauberks now only require 1 chain mesh and not 4. Fixed Watery Mire can no longer go ocean. Fixed Mandrake Screech ability should no longer stack. Fixed some water navigation issue in Grimstone Canyon. Crafted non-imbued arrow bolt of the same tier can now stack. You will enjoy that. I will enjoy that. Crafted arrow and bolt output quantities have been doubled. That's nice too. That's really nice, especially the imbued arrows and bolts, because it requires you to use an ember flux, and an ember flux can be expensive. So when you are creating imbued arrow and bolt, you kind of want a nice number of those arrow and bolt created. Hello guys, welcome to the chat. Reading the patch notes right now. Increased Northreach Torturer and Overseer spawn rates. Oh, some player will be happy about that one. McCreepers now have a tail whip attack. That will be very nice as well. Berserker ability Guts cooldown increased from 2 minutes to 4 minutes. Oh, that's interesting. Additional dice mod reduced on pine counterweight augments. Damage resistance from potion reduced. Damage resistance from armor augment reduced. And King Potion now only provides offensive stat. I know those 3 last one are not something well in the Berserker. Okay, so all of that we had a lot of discussion with players that were not super happy about this, but I think let's see how it goes, and if it's really something you think should not be changed, feel free to give your feedback. There had been a lot of discussion between Adric and the player already. The idea and the reason why we are doing those changes, this is something very important. We are thinking the long-term benefit it will have. We do believe that those potions were overpowered when it comes to the King Potion. There is the possibility of creating a Queen Potion with only resistance in it. The damage resistance from potion and the damage resistance from armor augment have been reduced to alleviate a situation that were slowly slipping in the wrong direction, that led tanks not desirable by their parties. It was becoming very regular that defenders in general were declined from parties for the benefit of more strikers in a party that were stacking those potions and those augments, allowing them to tank some encounter that they were not supposed to tank. As a result of this habit from the players, the developers were buffing the damage of the mobs to keep the fight interesting, dangerous and challenging. But the buffing the damage of the bosses and the mobs had another result, which were to one-shot strikers unless they were stacking those resistance potions. So all in all, the situation were spiraling in a direction we didn't want it to go, and we didn't think to be positive for the game and for the life of every player involved. So of course, to have a nerf is never fun, it's never nice, you can be disappointed at that, but there is a reason why we're doing it, and that reason has been longly thought and reflected upon. So now you are very welcome to give your feedback once you have experienced the game and see, oh no guys, this is really not going well. Please share your feedback so we can find other solution that will continue to alleviate those problems and issues that I'm just talking to you about, and while still, maintaining something well balanced for everyone. Alright, that was a long rant for that point, but that's because we have been discussing during the weekly meeting on Discord about this, and this is a reminder that if you too want to discuss with the developer and with the community, there's 2 meetings per week on Discord where you are welcome to join. Check out the Discord event to know exactly when those meetings happen with your time zone. There's one the Wednesday and there's one the Thursday, and they have been created at different time to accommodate different time zone and different schedule. Alright, let's speak about the quest lore. Fixed a typo in Weaponsmith quests, added number of static lore items through the game, which can be interacted with to learn a bit more. Those new items can be found in New Haven Valley, Northreach, Central Vale, Meadowland and Redshore Forests. No love for dry food. Sad. But this lore had been created by Drindin, and it's our first interactable object of the sort, so you will be able to find more of those in future. It is just a beginning. Alright, so I'm going to make a very small pause before to read the new stuff and see if there's any question related to what I just read right now. So, light speed. So if Striker can stack the pots now, they are back to getting one shot? No, because that was the point. It's to not force the developer to boost the monsters and the mobs and the bosses to that level. We want to keep the combat challenging, but we don't want it to be stupidly challenging like that. So the reason of the nerf is so we do not have to do that. So it's really a question of finding a correct balance where defenders are needed and they are wished. So if you don't have a defender in your party, it's going to be very challenging to play. It's going to be challenging to kill the boss. That's normal. If you can't kill a boss because you don't have a defender or you are in trouble, that's normal. That's intended. The intention is that you have supporter and that you have defender. That both those roles are useful. But we don't want to go into a direction where we need to overpower the bosses and the monster to reach that point. You see, that's a little bit the idea behind that. Of course, I think our goal is also to allow for more flexible composition, so you don't need to have... You can be flexible. That's why we have created a group with 6 spots as well. So you could either have 1 defender, 1 supporter, and 4 striker, or you could have 2 defender, 2 supporter, and 2 striker, or any of the other composition in between those. Or you could try to go without a supporter. Then you know that you're going to chug on potion all the time. Or you could do something without a defender, but it's going to be difficult and tedious, and you will have to kite them up and find other strategy, and you're going to struggle, but that's the idea. We also know that there's a population problem for the high-level player. We are very well aware of that. This is not something we can solve with a magic wand, obviously, but related to the population, one of our strategy related to that is our business model change. So we do hope that the defender that have left the game previously will come back so they can play with their friends, and you can find more easily defender. Otherwise, you will have to be patient that some new defenders are reaching those level, but there is nothing we can do about that. That's really we can work on this by changing the game, adapting it, and that's what we are doing right now. We are adding new content, we are polishing the content, we are polishing the classes and the roles and the encounters, and at the same time we're increasing our marketing, and we have changed our business model to make the game more open, more welcoming. Besides that, I don't really know what we can do more, but you guys can do. You can bring your friend back to the game. This suggestion have been reported, but I don't think this is the route we're going to. Like, this exact solution that you have been proposing is kind of specific, and I'm not sure that will be considered, but I have been reporting your suggestion, like many other related to the defenders, to the team, and we have been discussing about that. All right. Let's be speaking about the new stuff. Oh, come back. I am Bo Mama. Ah, nice. Hey, I will bring back my friend Kendrick. That's very nice. That's very nice. Defender need more and better aggro. Yeah, all of this feedback and discussion, you are always welcome. The aggro and have been reworked already. So if you still think there's aggro problems and such, you need to share your feedback about that. That being said, it's not because it is your experience that it's a universal experience. That's something to keep in mind also. It's very important because sometimes we feel like, that's what I experienced with the game. And we think that it's universal. It's not always universal. And we receive all kind of feedback. Sometimes the feedback we receive from different players are contradicting. So we are trying to find a nice middle ground and such. At least, while I am not involved into that, it's Adric and Undone most of the time that does that. So anyway, we have the community meeting. There is the feedback forum on Discord, and in the forum we are very cautious to your feedback. We pay attention, we listen. Sometimes we're not making the decision that you thought will be the best, but we are thinking in a broader way with a lot of elements that you may not have. That's also important to underline. Let me drink a cup of tea. All right. Thank you for listening. Let's speak about the fun stuff. New stuff, positional display. I think it's a great change. We have once again revamped how we display positional bonuses. Remember, now it's called positional, it's not flanking anymore. Instead of relying on a color scheme that can get lost in the background, we are now using 3 separate arrow graphic: filled, half filled, and empty. The filled arrow represents the weapon's highest contribution, the half filled will represent the middle contribution, while the empty arrow will represent the lowest or no contribution. In the case of the example below, the highest contribution, 125%, comes from the side positional, while the middle contribution, 100%, comes from the rear. Note that how we determine high, mid, low has changed from the weapon value to the positional contribution. As a reminder, you can check last month's patch note if you want to know more about the positional change, previously called flanking, now called positional. All right, so you can see some example over here. New stuff. Additional overhead nameplate customization. That's also a pretty nice change. We have added a number of toggles to give you more control over what component of overhead nameplate are displayed by whom. You can now independently toggle names, which include title, guild, and targeting graphics, and stat bar for yourself, players in your group, player in your guild, other player not in your group nor guild, and NPCs. The priority for determining which settings take hold for other players is group, then guild, then other player. Okay, so you can go here with the name and the stat bar, and you can change things how they are. So if you want to only have an NPC, you can do it. If you want to have it just the group member and the NPC, you can do it, etc. You can still utilize the N key to remove or add the nameplates. Note that all of your previous setting for this has been reset to the above default value. Alright. Quest log task display improvement. The presentation of tasks in the quest log had been updated for improved readability. Incomplete tasks show an empty checkbox, while completed tasks show a checked box with faded text. Okay, so you can see this is going to give a lot of clarity to everyone. It's a very nice change. Yeah, here you can see it a little bit better. You see that? It's very nice. Very nice little change. Alright. Now let's speak about the new zone. That's quite excited. Highland Hills, the once beautiful hill and forest of the Highlands, have been marred both by a strange blight and the subsequent fire that was an attempt to eradicate this plague. Sadly, it blazed out of control, burning it all to the ground. Years after, the fire of Highlands seems to enjoy a strange sort of beauty and tranquility. But under the surface, a rage boils and the blight continues to ravage those hills. Highland Hills is a new outdoor scene that provides solo, duo, group content for level 20 to 30 and 40 plus. This includes new uncommon and rare spawn, along with a new set list of music, new map, and monolith to discover. The zone can be accessed via Meadowlands and Red Shore forests. And so you can see some of the screenshots that you have seen earlier. And Wood claimed sighting of a new creature roaming Highlands Hills has been reported by the Ranger Guild. Below is an artist's rendition. Use caution when approaching as we know little about them. Look at this. They are super cool. That's a new creator. And now the last change is of course the buy to play transition and subscriber perks. With this month's patch, Embers Adrift is migrating to a buy-to-play model with an optional subscription. This means that you can play the game without a subscription, while those who choose to subscribe will have access to a few perks, most of which are highlighted through the game in purple. Some of the details are as follows. Alright, so as a reminder, everyone will have access to all of the content of the game. Everything new, every new patch will be accessible. Every zone, every classes, every quest, everything is accessible to everyone. There is no paywall to subscriber and non-subscriber. Subscriber, however, will have a few perks. So, a non-subscriber will have 1 active character, 5 bank slots per row, 8 portraits available, nothing social special, no title special, no emote special. That you have access to some emote obviously, but nothing special. Embering enhancement benefit from a subscriber being near the rink, and portable crafting station can use nearby portable crafting station. The subscriber will have access to 5 active character, 8 slots per row for the bank, 215 portraits available, access to the subscriber chat channel, use /subscriber or /sub, icon next to your name in chat indicating that you are a subscriber. Overhead title will be colored purple, and access to the Hero of Stormhaven title. This is our way to thank you for supporting the game and the studio with your subscription. You have an expanded emote access, and when you are near an ember ring, you will enhance the rate at which players heal. This is indicated by additional VFX that are purple. You can deploy a portable crafting station on a 1-hour cooldown. Note and clarification. Okay, very important. The first time you log in without a subscription, you will be required to select an active character. Once this character is chosen, there will be your active character and all other will be inactive until a subscription is reactivated, at which point all character will be activated. In other words, if you want to change which of your character is active, you will have to subscribe for at least 1 month. Bank slots refer to both the personal and shared bank. Any item in a subscriber-only bank slot can be removed at any time by a non-subscriber. However, they cannot place new item into slots. Slots are denoted by a purple outline. The comments /emotes and /list modes, the comments emotes and /list modes will show which emotes are available. Purple emotes are subscriber only. The portal crafting station only allow for crafting smaller items such as food, drink, potion, arrow, bolt, augment, and repair kits. The portable crafting station can be deployed from a button called Portable next to the construct. This deployment is on a 1-hour cooldown. Additional subscriber-only portrait, title, and emote will be added in the future. Alright, and that's it for the patch notes. So light speed, I got here, are bag getting bigger? No, bag are untouched. So subscriber and non-subscriber have access to exactly the same bag and the same crafting bag. This is very important because we do believe that having a change in size will be a little bit pay to win. To the size of your bag determine how much you need to go back to the city, how much you can loot, all that kind of things. Therefore, we wanted the bag and the crafting bag to be exactly the same size for non-subscriber and for subscriber. So what changed for subscriber is the size of their bank. So the personal bank and the account bank. So your personal stash is increased. You have 3 extra slots per row, and in your bank you have 3 extra slots per row. You still need to purchase your row, right? You remember you need to work your inventory, you need to purchase row in your stash and in your bank with silver, and then it become more and more expensive. You still need to do that. So it's not because you are a subscriber that you don't have that to do. Yes, you still need to purchase your row, but you will still have 3 more slots that are underlined in purple. Yef is saying, can you not refine material like ore, hide, etc. with the portable crafting station? That's actually a very good question, and I will honestly cannot answer you. I do not know if it's possible, because I've been trying and testing the crafting station on my crafter and not my gatherer. So I am not sure. If it's not the case, it will make sense that it will be the case. So I'm sorry, I don't know what to answer here. But if it's not the case, I think that will be something intelligent to add in future. That will make sense. So gatherer can also use the portable crafting station. So Gulo, will the portable crafting station take an inventory slot? No, it is something you can deploy from your crafting window. So just a button, you don't have any object in your bag. Hoping the new content will help, but a lot of people I know who left is because it's too difficult to get experience without monotonous grinding. Killing 20 mobs to get 1% just doesn't feel like slowing down and enjoying the ride. No, but Gurnhaden, that we are adding more and more content. So you're right, it will feel grindy if you need to stick to the same area all the time. For higher level, there was a drought of different content. So this is being solved step by step, and this is something we're working on. Unfortunately, we cannot bring it fast enough. We know it's not fast enough. We are very well aware of that, which is why with the monetization change, take a break from the game and come back when the game will have more content, or check it out time to time and see if it's to your liking now. So this is also one of the reasons we have done this monetization change, so the players that are in the higher level and find themselves in those kind of I'm waiting for the next content to drop, will be able to do it more easily. They can come back to the game without resubscribing. So YefTV is asking, new zone will be a nice new option for 2025 character. I've been living in Dryfoot on 3 character. Yes, and it's exactly what we are intending to do. We want to introduce more variety of content. So even if it takes time to level up, because our intention is to have a long journey, you are not supposed to sit at the same place. Unless you want to sit at the same place, then feel free to do it. But if you want to have a bit of feeling of different adventures, and more having a feeling of adventure, like a feeling of I'm grinding, because if you are just grinding, you can feel purposeless. Which is why it's very important that we add new content, especially for higher level. So why are we so slow to introduce new content for higher level? Well, first, we are a very small team, and so we cannot produce all of the content we would like to at the same time. So we really have to choose a battle. Okay, this month we're doing this. This month we're doing that. And we tend to favorize the area where there is the most player active. So yes, for the highest level it has been a little bit painful because they are achieve high level and they were finding themselves with just 1 or 2 places to go, which is not fun. It's nice to be in 1 or 2 places a little bit, but not all the time. And we don't want to speed up the leveling process either, because that's not the goal. The goal is not that you leveling fast because it's too grindy. No, the goal is to offer you more content so you never feel that it's a grind. You see, that's the difference. So the adventure and the journey is more interesting because you're visiting different places. You have a choice between different activity. And at the moment when you are high level, you don't have that choice. But that's coming. We are working on it. And if the situation is not nice for you, take a break from the game and come back later when we have more content. That's all I can suggest you. Or play an alt with new player. Alice is saying, yeah, I'm super excited to have a new place to level my mini alts. That's really cool. The Eye of Ebax or Blue Peter, yep. So Lightspeed, yeah, no one told me high level player to get max level 15 1 week. Oh, I can promise you that they can't do that. And that the player that reach max level, they are really... They have been working really hard for it. It took them at least 6 months of intensive playing. Because at the moment where they were doing it and they choose it because they wanted to be the pioneer, it was their choice. But you didn't have enough content for them when they arrived to that level. And so any people that are leveling now will have much easier time than they did. So they're really deserving. They're level 50. So we cannot say that they have been, speed leveling. It was just not possible. So even if you can say, okay, there have been no life in the game, that's true, but they have a lot of merit to have reached level 50. In the condition they did it, they have a lot of merit. I'm just praising you, Kodzol. Yeah, but it has been a choice. They were knowing that they were facing a draft of content, and they didn't really complain about it either because they know about the situation. Yeah, it's like voila. Quadzel is one of the first to have reached level 50. And so we knew the hole we were digging. So. But we also knew that it was a problem of all parts. So we wanted to provide more content faster, but we have been slowed down by different tech difficulty at the launch of... There had been things we didn't foresee that happened, we had to work on first. And so we kind of took a little... time late on our plans, and we could not offer as much content as we wanted, as fast as we wanted. So we know very well that it's also a problem of our part, but we have done the best we could to alleviate that and to work on that. But that's how it is. The situation is what it is sometimes. We cannot accomplish miracle all the time.
All right, should we embark on a grand adventure?
Do it.
Let's do it.
I agree.
I love embarking, and I love grand adventures.
Nice, let's go.
Who would like to be our puller? I'm guessing Alice.
No, she's not the warden today.
No, she's not the warden.
No, she's the
That's
Stunbreaker. She will be my best friend.
So who else do we have here today? We've got Brigand, Knight, Warden. Do we have
Duelist?
2 Brigands?
No?
Duelist. There we go. Berserker. And of course a Marshal.
Yeah.
I'm happy to say I have my triage. Woohoo!
Yeah,
Snap.
that would be nice. And as
Clutch.
you're healing alone by yourself, you will really see how it's important and how it allows you to shine.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't have the dire need of the AoE of it, but you know, if we do, we got it.
I honestly find triage super cool. It doesn't cost you any region, so it's nice. You don't care to waste it as much as the other healing.
Though the other ones do give you a bigger boost if you need a single target heal.
Yeah, that's true, but if you are positioning yourself nicely, you can heal the 6 person at once. That's really satisfying.
If we're gonna die.
Yep.
Dog pile.
AoE res.
Yeah. I have a little clip like that where I'm raising 4 person at once. That's so good.
Oh, wow.
I'm almost level 30 and I'll have that self-heal, that hot.
Ooh, nice.
Feel like a real pally.
Oh yeah, I've been looking forward to this since the start of the character. It's almost here.
Oh my god, we're gelled by Nathan again.
Thanks, Nathan.
I'm all grown up. 27. Wow.
I'm almost 22. I just love the landscape, the burnt lookingness of it. These
Yeah, it's a
dead
nice
trees
one.
and the living ones.
I like when you come upon like a cluster of trees like this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it used to look like. The contrast is really cool.
Right.
There's a spider.
Spider.
Found me earlier.
Oh,
Let's
this is
kill
the
it.
kind that killed me on my way here.
Yep. Kill those
Revenge.
things. Yes.
Revenge.
Yes.
Not so tough now, spider.
All right, we do have a question from chat. You guys will
Okay.
never believe what it is.
Okay.
When is the alchemy system coming?
We're starting work on it. Well, we have been doing design work, but we're starting work on it as we speak.
I will say expect it end of September.
There
Might
we
come
go.
earlier, but just expect it end of September. So you're
You
not
guys have that
disappointed.
great roadmap. You have all the info on there when stuff's coming.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone noticed, but we already knocked Highlands off the list for quarter 3. It's not even quarter 3 quite yet.
That is
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that's really cool. With
Is
the
that tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
With the update to the monetization where you can buy to play and subscriptions are optional now, I thought that was going to be the meat and potatoes of last Tuesday's patch, but you guys slapped in a zone too.
I
Why not,
can't
right?
believe it, honestly. Like, holy moly. This last month was quite trying for the team. We worked super hard, so.
All right, lads and lassies, I've got a question for you. Every
Awesome.
time I press my tilde key, which is my push to talk, it pulls out my axe and it drops my run speed buff. How do I
Yeah.
change the tilde key so it doesn't pull out my sword?
Key bindings. There's a
I
key
looked over
bindings
there, I
tab.
couldn't find it.
Let me see here.
Options, keybinds.
It's going to be the
Hello,
Auto attack,
Shrub.
I
Hi, how are you doing? Good day to
back
you.
quote. Auto attack, back quote.
How are you doing?
Must have missed it.
Quarter down.
It showed that you're all working hard. What
Back
did you do?
quote. Oh, okay. I see it now. Thank you.
No problem.
Excellent.
Look at this nice cozy little camp down the road. This road is so pretty.
Yeah.
You have to get close to those little, excuse me, those res thingies. I don't know what they're called.
Not if the Ember Ring, when you approach it, says you've found a hallow, or you've discovered a hallow, then you don't need to.
Okay.
But if you just see one of these hanging out kind of on its own, you should walk up to it.
Now, is that something with the others? Because they kind of hang around these kind of things.
Yeah, this is a strange dwelling that New Haveners, they have no idea how they're constructed or what they do really, except the drifters know that when they fall in combat, they appear near them. So there must be something that the others are trying to do with the drifters, or with the New Haveners even.
They're really creepy looking, aren't they?
Yeah, why would the others do this? Why wouldn't they want drifters dying? I don't know.
Oh, I never thought of that.
Just got. Sorry.
Hello, Inusa. Hi. I really love the old school.
I think they want to
concept.
harvest us.
Yeah, so cool. So cool. On
The
Arkansas
theory
Bay.
has been
Make
put forth
friends as fast
from
as
many in
possible.
New Haven
It's much more fun.
that
when you
the
play
life
together.
force of New Haveners is being harvested by these
What?
strange creatures, but I don't know.
I just let's the theory rampaging. It's so fun. I love that.
Oh, I'm falling behind, guys. Sorry, I lost lay of the land.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm pushing controls.
No worries.
So talk.
Now I can come get you since I can push to talk and not lose lay of the land.
Exactly. I push to talk and I crouch. So. It's like...
But I really like to see the young tree that are regrowing in the zone.
Yes. I'm astounded at the amount of work. Just the world building. It's pretty cool that Andrew was able to put a zone together like this.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
And it's a zone that speaks about the strength of the resilience of nature and the fact that it's always coming back. Which
True.
is kind of fitting with the dramatic fire that happened in Canada at the moment.
Yeah. I think that's why the Circle is so interested in this zone.
Yeah, of course.
I hear they're going to be sending a contingent out to here to explore.
That's the kind of things the Circle like. No wonder they
That's-
have a tree on their flag.
That's the word around New Haven anyway.
I've been loving traveling around, seeing all the different faction banners here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
Another thing really cool about playing Embers is that, like, we are getting to see the power and the kind of, like, almost responsibility you have to have with the Ember, and what happens when people possibly overuse it, like this zone, for example.
Yeah. Jerks.
This is why we can't have wizards, folks. Look what they did. Look what they did.
Exactly.
Do we follow you, Elloa?
Well, I don't know. You were leading.
I was leading.
Who's leading
Does
this
everyone
band?
have
Oh, do you want the monolith first? We could do that. That would be useful for everyone in future.
yeah.
I have almost 900 crafted arrows on me if anybody needs arrows. I've got us covered.
Oh, nice.
Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I'm having issues.
Yeah.
I hear you loud and clear.
Yep.
Thank you.
Don't put me to sleep. Don't do it.
Doe, a deer, a female deer.
Oh dang, look at this majestic elk up here.
Oh,
Wow.
they're so
Yeah.
beautiful. They're so gorgeous.
It's got more points than the ones in Meadowlands.
Ooh, he's fetid. Maybe we should end its suffering. What do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, he don't care. He's just going for it.
Oh, there's two.
He has a friend. He's not as majestic.
That death animation is so sad.
It is.
It's,
Yeah,
it's pretty epic, actually.
Surprised that bear hasn't attacked yet.
It's like, wait a minute, what have I done?
There's some big sets of ruins in this zone, high up on a plateau. And the exiled king thought he could maybe, use it as a more permanent base or something. So he sends a contingent out there to like rebuild it, capture it, fortify it. And some blight started infesting them, and the exiles started leaving in droves, and I think that might be what these vagabonds are over here. So these vagabonds are like AWOL, abandon the cause of the king exiles.
So they joined they got kicked out and/or left New Haven, and then they abandoned the exiles too due to what happened here.
Spiderhead.
Yeah, I think they were like scared of the blight, so that if you read at the end there, Voltaire, one of the captains of the king, wouldn't let anyone back into Redshore, so they can't go back to Redshore. So they're just trying to hide from the blight. And you can see these blight rats all over the place too. People get exiled from New Haven because they've committed crimes, and New Haven doesn't have the resources for like a prison system, right? So they get sent off with some supplies to try to survive in the north.
And this is a practice that Mento Zashi, one of the elder of the circle, is really not happy about. And that's why the circle try to welcome the new drifter as best as possible, so they will not have any reason to become an exile because they will feel they belong.
I want to become an exile. Tomorrow. And I want to fight all the players.
First expansion, we are bringing PvP. You can become an exile.
That's probably a joke, my chat.
PvP.
That is a joke. 100%. You didn't know it was April Fool's, but it is.
What is your stance on PvP for Embers in particular?
We will not have PvP in Embers Adrift.
Yeah.
Is that?
So one of the reasons, there's several reasons for it, but the main reason I think is because we want to focus to create a collaborative, cooperative game where players are bonding together and they're not competing with each other. People are already competing enough like that, so I'm not adding PvP to it.
And there's a
I totally get that.
lot of PvP options out there.
There are.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that's the kind of game we set out to build in the first place, is something that's just player versus environment and people working together to overcome the challenges of the world.
And yeah, the question of balance is really hard, and it's well to just decide to focus on PvE only and not have to deal with the PvP thing. But it is mostly to keep the spirit, and that's the main reason, to keep the spirit of the player onto working together.
I love that.
Yeah, I feel like PvP would feel strange anyway because it doesn't really fit in the lore. Like, why would we be fighting each other? You know what I mean?
Right.
It would change the way the game feels too much, in my opinion.
Unless you become an exile, but you know.
First expansion, Rise of the Exiles.
Yeah, right. Choose your camp.
Love this new NPC, by the way. This is new to me.
Yeah.
I can't wait for one to go ashen.
Mangrove roots. Nice.
Why can I not chop wood claim body?
You can chop the other one's bodies. I'm not sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was joking. That's great.
I could talk maybe a little bit about it, but it might be spoilers.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's find it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sure
yeah.
we'll find it.
It says the
don't
wood's
know.
already claimed.
There, here,
so-
here. There's a big one. Among mangrove.
Average aim from my stream is mad because we just killed Groot.
Aww. That makes me sad.
Ooh, this guy's mean looking.
Yeah, look at this guy.
Yeah, this is awesome.
So this is the creature that I think is like, you know, like the trees fighting back. They used Ember to burn the forest, and it imbued trees with powers, and they came alive, and now they're fighting back.
I think, Nathan, you should write or make a video with all of your theory and such. That would be awesome.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a good
That'd be
idea. That's a good
awesome.
idea. I will
Yeah.
do that.
would watch.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to need that stuff. My apologies. Yeah. Now I've
You
won-
can
I've
chop
won
these
the
guys.
mangrove roots. Yes.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome.
No PvP. It's Drindin. So we have Drindin
So you can
with
harvest
us,
the little guys, and you can chop the
which
big
is the
guys,
executive producer.
but I wonder why you
and,
can't chop the wood
Lore
claim.
master.
Because it was already claimed? Somebody took it already?
Yeah, they self-claimed their own wood.
Or the others claimed it already?
So, Elloa, you're a brigand. Do you want to take first crack at stuns as if multiples come in? And then I'll
Yeah,
back
sure.
up with halt?
Sure, we can do that.
Cool. And then assist the Nathan Napalm.
I know I've said it before, but I love how easy you guys made to assist in this game. Everybody needs to copy that.
Okay, mangrove's done.
Oh man, I love how he's subdued his animation.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it
nice.
is cool.
So I have a viewer which is very happy about the non-PvP stance, and he want to tell me, Drindin, that he love you.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Yeah, it's either you love it or you hate it with PvP, I think.
Yeah, but like because we had some people that were it has been a debate for a while that I have been explaining in the community show several times that the fact we were so kind of adamant about it, it's not to shoo away people, but it's to tell them what they can expect, and so they can make a decision for themselves. Okay, I really want to play a game with PvP, then Embers Adrift is not the ideal game for them, probably. But so they are really aware of what they can expect about us, and we're not going to lie or to sugarcoat and pretending, oh, maybe it can be a possibility while it's not. And I know some people are disappointed about that, but that's okay because there's plenty of possibility for them when they are in the mood of PvPing, or if they want. There's plenty of really good PvP game. So not everything needs to include every aspect of MMORPG. You can choose and select to focus on certain specific aspects of them.
And I think it's everybody should really appreciate the honesty too, instead of giving the corporate response and being like, maybe in the future, you know, like you guys just were like, no, it's not really part of our vision. So, you know, that's really nice.
Agreed. I love the way you guys handle business.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
We're very much not a normal game studio.
No. And that's okay. You can't please everyone.
This is true.
Yeah, and if you try to please everyone, you end up pleasing no one, you know? So it's best to pick a side, I think, and be your own niche, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And you will notice that weirdly enough, and I'm not speaking for everyone obviously, but there's a lot of people in Embers Adrift that really do not like PvP in general. And there's not a lot of MMORPG that exclude completely PvP from their game. And where the player can say, here I really don't have to bother with PvP, not even to get that cool armor skin that I want because it looks really cool and I can only obtain it by doing the PvP that I hate. Which I saw a post about that on Twitter the other day.
Sistine Nathan?
I'm trying to stun one. There you go.
Nice. Lucy.
Where's Lucy?
She got her health is low.
She was just out of reach.
We do have another theory in chat here. And his theory, Tank 86's theory, is that the wood claimed are human exiles that got infected by the blight and got turned into evil tree people. That's why you can't harvest them, and that's why they look a little more human.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a creepy theory.
That is
nice.
creepy.
Steve, is that you?
So, I got a question from chat asking if there's anything you guys have to share about the upcoming weather systems.
I think that it's just going to be a slog to get through all of our assets and prep them for stuff like that. I know that it's on the list. It's not. It's like we really want it, but it's not as high on the list as some other things, like, you know, alchemy, for example.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
don't
that makes a lot of sense.
I don't think.
But yeah, I think.
I'm not sure we
What's
have
that?
all the tech for it either to make it like we want.
Yeah, it's kind of a waiting on Unity thing. I'm not sure. I can't remember if Bobby said the Unity stuff is already ready and it's our assets that we need to update now, or vice versa. But yeah, it's coming, and there will be seasonal stuff and all kinds of stuff like that. And there's certain actual game mechanics that we want to. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't want to confuse anyone. But there are environmental stuff that we might be able to do with weather to make the game even more interesting.
Wow, that sounds fun.
I'm not necessarily talking like survival stuff. Like, talking about things that happen in the world. So.
Right. Well, I would assume, because seems like a common issue with weather, with other indie devs and even AAA, is it takes a pretty big toll on performance, doesn't it? Isn't that one of the major issues?
Ooh, a wood-claimed greenwood. I don't know what that is.
Ooh. And a flowering mangrove one. That's, oh my god, no, there's too many.
No, they're investigating. We're good. Let's back up around the path a little bit here. I am assisting Nathan. Oops.
So these are grown-up mangroves, or at least related.
I'm not really sure if there will be cold
Uh-oh.
effects and
Nice.
stuff like that.
Oh,
But maybe.
that's sick.
Yeah.
Wow,
now we
he looks
have
great.
our Ashen.
Oh,
Good,
boy.
I needed Ember-essence.
But why are they turning ashen now?
There's got to be a rupture nearby or something.
That's weird. It didn't hit Nathan. My heal didn't hit, even though he's right there. Must be a terrain thing.
Oh, that's possible.
Are you the only healer?
I think so.
Yeah, I saw his health go up.
Oh, well, maybe I'm lagging weird.
Alright.
All right, I have a feeling this isn't a very good spot to chill. What do you guys feel about
Maybe
it?
not, but
Look at them all up on the cliffside there to our left. That's really spooky
Yeah.
at night.
I'm getting spooked. There's like literally we're surrounded.
Yeah.
We're safe.
Wonder what the greenwood drops, if anything.
yeah, is it a rare or not?
I don't know.
You had me questioning when you said, "Ooh, a greenwood. I know what that is."
It's just
I was like-
different, you know.
Ooh.
I don't know if this one's uncommon or what.
Oh,
Well, it was a normal boss.
numbing agent. Yay!
Lots of grave marker here from those of there, yeah.
Where are we headed? Are we going down this way? What are you guys thinking? Go up? We go up towards Blupiter.
I'm letting you deciding. I'm letting you decide.
I'm not deciding.
I kind of want to go down into this village and see what's
Okay.
going on down here.
This is there.
But
Oh
it
shit.
looks really dangerous.
Jeez Louise. Investigating or?
Okay. Wait. Let's
Why do I have
Alright,
Remember, guys, I can
That
sedation dart things too, if I know we're pulling.
yeah, let's do that. Let's start using that.
I've got it memmed up.
Nice.
If they're coming, I will stun the mangrove, okay? So you know already. I will
Okay.
take care of the mangrove.
Backing them up.
Okay, the
Oh, I
mangrove
got
has
stunned.
stunned me. Okay, great.
Okay, halting. 2 of them are halted. Okay, perfect. Assisting Nathan.
Oh, I like the flash powder so much.
Well managed.
Stun.
One broke loose. All right, perfect.
The other one will come to us.
Another ashen.
They are halted.
Assisting Nathan.
Oh boy, we just had a pop.
Yeah. I'm
And an
gonna
ad.
add.
And I just used halt.
I'm getting real
stunning
low
one.
on. Damn.
Don't turn ashen.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna off tank taunt that guy.
Low on stamina.
Heal.
Reviewer, hi. Yeah, there will be giveaways.
Healing
today.
Sparrow. To get you up. There you go.
It's going to be game time.
Elloa, you got a stun ready to go when those guys break?
Yeah. I'm saving my stamina for it.
Yeah, Lucy, no problem. Let me see who you're talking about. Oh my. Oh my.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy. I'm gonna take some of these guys
I
out
have a
of.
flash powder going. I didn't work at all.
Let me take some of these guys back and
We need to save Sparrow.
I've got 3 of them halted and I'm down.
Nice job.
20 seconds
Run.
on halt.
Should we run up and then come back and res?
Yeah.
Running is a
15.
valid strategy after all.
I'm stuck in place.
Seconds on halt.
Aiding Drinden.
Still holding.
4.
Well, it's full of respawn everywhere.
All right, Sparrow, we gotta find somewhere to hide.
We're gonna try
They're
to
coming
fight
back.
the one that we got.
Not that way. Let's go. Where do we go?
Okay. We escaped. We're good. We're good. We escaped.
There's a
I'll have
car.
these tiny heals for you, Nathan.
I'm not getting my torch because that's cool. I tried man
They found me.
to get back to the group.
He's with me.
Yeah,
Close
it's
here.
new music that has been added recently.
We lock him.
Okay. I'm safe.
Sweet, I think we shook them.
I think so too.
Everybody safe?
Drinden, that play was
Yeah,
great.
That was nice.
Thanks. Whew.
I can give you some salt Alice if you want.
Good job, everyone.
Yeah, that was a clincher.
That was unlikely. Well done.
I think we only had about a 3% chance to make it out of that.
And we did it.
How many do you think that was? 8? That was a lot.
Probably.
Hey, I just realized I can use fire water. I have a fire water.
Ooh, nice.
And voila, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you are as excited as we are about the new content. If you are an ancient player that dropped the game before, please come back. You do not need a subscription anymore. You can come back and check out the game for yourself and see all the new content and all the polish and the bug fixes we have added to the game. Come and see for yourself how it has changed and how it plays out for you. And maybe find back your old friends that have continued to play the game. If you are a new player, you have never played Embers Adrift and you are still a little bit doubtful, it's the time to check it out. Now you do not have to pay a subscription. You can have one character explore the whole game and see for yourself if it's a game you can get into. I wish you all a very, very happy launch of Dispatch. You take care of yourself and I will see you next time.